Turn 88, so I got eliminated. I'm opening the turn in real time, so I'm not sure what happened. So yeah, obviously Jean took my city as expected. Okay, whoa. And Marcus closed on me using Death March, coming out of nowhere and killed me. He has Kyodachi as Theocrat, used Death March on him too. I don't have the sound of the game on this turn, sorry, because I got caught by surprise that I lost and I couldn't quit and come back. I wasn't sure I would get I would be able to see the score again. So Marcus has the 4 outs. I think he had 3 before, but now he has 4. Just misses the heart of the Arctics, which is just above my area where Jonny was at the beginning. Pretty impressive hero, 90 HP phase, blah blah. Divine Justicars on a stack of Manticores, and then some Monster Hunters, a Death March it seems, because thanks to the huge casting points he has, Marcus can cast Death March twice a turn or even more. It looks like Jean got all the units back as undeads at the end of the battle. At least I killed one unit. Sorry for not having the sound for you. I should... Oh, actually, I might be able to take it back. Not sure. Yeah, so that's disappointing. I was hoping I could survive a bit longer, at least to record the end of the game. I think Marcus is doing some recording of the game too, so you might be able to see the end of the game. Yeah, so all the units of Marcus start the battle with half HP because they all used the Death March. I have regrowth on some of my units, but obviously that's not enough against five Manticores and the Monster Hunters. Yeah, and they have Holy Champion, thanks to Kyodachi, whereas I am a monster and some of my units have dedicated to evil, so they do more damage versus units like me. I'm not... Oh yeah, and he's also evil, and he has embraced... No, not embraced by darkness. He has the Entwined by Shadows spell, so he has shock damage, he has spirit damage thanks to the bonus from the Theocrat, and then fire damage thanks to the stuff. And also have life steal thanks to the Embrace Darkness. Vigorous mounts, obviously they're elite thanks to what's the name? Global Assault. He has improved mountaineering thanks to Prophet Military, which is not very useful for Manticores. Yeah, that's quite crazy. If you are not playing Necromancer, you don't really have any chance versus this. But Jean is playing Necromancer, so he still has a chance. Oh yeah, and he's paying only 6 upkeep for his Manticores, which is not really fair. Oh, sorry, 8 upkeep, thanks to the combination of double volunteers from the poverty of the Theocrat and the spell, the strategic spell of Warlord's Inspire Loyalty. Oh, nice items. Yeah, so obviously Flying Mount, +4 defense, +1 defense, crazy wizard hat to scoot from very far away, lifesteal, crazy damage, +5 HP. So he's casting Blessing of Elves, which is nice. Not the best spell, but that's nice. Yeah, so now the Yeti is dead, taking huge damage from the Manticores. So no way to heal with Regrowth. Wow, that's critical strike from Manticore doing 60 damage or more. He's playing Dwarf, so he has +1 defense, +1 resistance on his troops. Makes his monster hunters pretty good. I guess he has some mythical city upgrade on them also. Oh no, looks like doesn't. Oh, he has Troll Reading due to Explorer, so he moves very fast. Doesn't have any mystical city upgrade. Okay, so that's the one I killed thanks to a critical strike from my shock trooper, and doing 2 damage to the monster hunter with the pistols. Pretty lame. Relentless Army, that's a better spell from Mac. Yeah, he has 160 casting points thanks to the 4 hearts. 5 hearts actually, has 2 tropics, 1. Wow, that's nice. Plus he has 2. That's crazy. He has 2 buildings, Grand Palace, which gives a bonus. Relentless Army, so they all have tireless. Yeah, killed my hero. Low HP one. Now he's going to kill my second hero. Dead. Whoa, big damage. We'll see how my leader. Oh, nice. That's big damage from a musket. Whoa. Okay, my leader is going to die very, very fast. Didn't expect him to die. That. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, and then I'm dead because I didn't have a throne. Because so actually, if I didn't die that fast, I might have damaged or killed some other units, but didn't happen. So let's have a look at the scores. Jonny was pretty good. Was second for some time. It was actually first for some time. I need to check my log to see what happened. And then Jean was first, but then at some point he stopped really believing in this game. I think he could have done much better, but he's probably going to lose, even if, in my opinion, it should be relatively easy to win for him playing Necromancer versus Warlord. That's the best scenario, but he's not really believing in it anymore. Oops, I made something I maybe should not have. Click on this guy. Okay, didn't do anything actually. And I was pretty low on the score. Actually, so I was fourth until turn 54, and then I plunged. Ezekiel, no. So Fist was pretty good. Not pretty good, but above me. Where is? Oh no, sorry. Sorry, I made a mistake. So the blue one was Ezekiel actually, so he was second. So Jonny was always very, very low due to our early game conflict. So then Fist plunged, and then yeah, okay. So at least I was above Jonny, so I do deserve my third place, I guess, above him. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at my log, and then I'm going to come back to comment on this. So on turn 17, I think I met Jonny, and at that time, Ezekiel was first. I think that was Tussel was second. Jonny was third, fourth John, fifth me, but actually we were very close. Mac was behind, and I think that was Alex was far behind, but actually he forfeited the game. I think on turn, yeah, I don't know, like 2011 or whatever. He forfeited the game pretty early, and I can understand that because he was quite far behind, and I think he got attacked by Tussel, but I don't know. So then I did some wars with Jonny until turn 33, sorry. And at that stage, on turn 33, so we did a lot of damage to each other, and we started being really late compared to other players. But actually Mac was still quite late too, so he managed to do a nice comeback. Shows that on a large map you can do that. So on turn 33 I had taken several cities from Jonny, and he was retreating northeast with his main army. But he still had his throne. Then on turn 34 I lost my leader, which went to the void. I had done many mistakes on these first 34 turns, and I was quite late behind Jean and Ezekiel. And that was an even bigger mistake. At that stage, Jonny could have attacked with his level 15 leader. He could have gone for my throne and taken it, but he didn't. So I was lucky I was able to survive. Then I was trying to plunder his cities with my AD, which was moving on the surface near the water. And my AD was moving toward Jean, and I wanted to attack him. Then on turn 37 my leader came back, so I started moving east away from my throne in case Jonny would try to take it. And then Jean sent a Banshee underground to start to scout me, and meanwhile my Theocrat was moving closer and closer to Jean's throne. Then that was another turning point in the game. So I was playing hide and seek with my AD against Jonny. I used one with the tree to become concealed, and he didn't expect that, so he didn't see me. He went in the wrong direction. I took his throne, but then on turn 40, Jean took my cities with the Banshee. Then cast Dark Ritual twice when the cost of Dark Ritual was still low in the balancement. We didn't balance it yet. Then recruited units at an inn, and so it was north of my domain. It was near this area, and it was able to take everything, and including he also killed a settler I had built, and a dwarf settler is very expensive, so it really caused a lot of troubles for me, even if actually it doesn't show in the score. I'm a bit surprised, but a lot of troubles for me, really derailed my development, and after that turn I really struggled to keep up with the pace. I built my first cannon at that stage, but that's the only one I built, I think. Yeah, so at that stage I was more or less in par with Fistandantilus, but then yeah, we stayed more or less on par with each other. Yeah, so on turn 42 Tussel was killed. I managed to contain the attack of. Then on turn 43 42, 43, again a lot of things going on. So on turn 42, I had taken the throne of Jonny. After that, so he tried to take it back. He lost. After all that, he started moving northeast and attack Fistandantilus. But so meanwhile, I was in the south attacking Jean, and so I took the Orcs vassal of Jean on turn 42. Started hasty plundering it for 780 gold, which would have been very, very useful. But on turn 43, Jean arrived with Theocrat the Miraculous and a very strong stack, which I didn't see. So I stayed at range of this, and he was able to kill my stack with Theocrat plus level 13 Master Resistance Sorcerer on turn 44. And it doesn't really show on the score, but actually instead of increasing my score, I stayed at the same score. So yeah, it was very, very bad for me, all this versus Jonny. So at the same time, Jean was moving north with his main army on the land of Jonny, and on turn 46 he reanimated the throne of Jonny, which I had raised with Animate Ruin, which we also nerfed in the balance mode because it was too cheap. So Jean really had a good time exploiting stuff that were unbalanced, and which we then fixed. Jonny also lost his last city during that turn due to the rogue fire rogue cosmic event, so he had no city left. And then for the rest of the turn, so basically Ezekiel and Marcus started fighting. They had the pact between Jean, Ezekiel, and Marcus of non-aggression, which broke out, and so after that you can see that Marcus started growing, whereas Ezekiel also, but not as much, and so they broke the peace around that time, and then Jean kind of lost interest after that because he was attacked by Ezekiel, and kind of lost interest. I used different stuff like Resurrect Hero, etc. I tried to survive, but it was harder and harder. I tried to take back the cities from Jean on the surface where Jonny used to be, but didn't really succeed in the long run. So I think it was a very tough game. I didn't have a lot of gold sites near my throne. I engaged in war with Jonny pretty early, and that really put us back both. I managed to farm a lot of giants from the giant dwelling, which was very useful, but I also made a lot of mistakes with my leader, with my hero, losing them several times. So I don't know. I think Dreadnought is still a tough pick, even on a large game. Actually, on a large game you should be able to win. Actually, yeah, but you need to have more gold, and didn't have enough gold around my area, even later on later stages of the game. There's something I don't get. It's Jean is getting a lot of research points every turn, like 300 from a very early stage, but it didn't have it didn't have Whispers of the Fallen cast, I think. I'm going to ask him, but that's very weird. I don't know how he got that much research points every turn. Yeah, Marcus also, he managed to get All-Knowing. I was quite flat in terms of research, especially on this stage. If I had managed to get what I wanted to achieve, so cannons and flame tanks, earlier, it would have been much easier, but I didn't manage to do it. In terms of happiness, yeah, can see a lot of variation. I'm not going to analyze that in depth. And so in terms of army, yeah, what happened there? I'm going to check my log, but I guess that was some battles versus other players. Yeah, I checked, so he did attack me, and that's what we see here. I lost 3 stacks, lost about 1,600 points, but he didn't lose that many troops. I guess he was also battling Marcus, because we can see Marcus also losing about 900 points, army points there. So I guess that was the beginning of the engagement versus Marcus, and also versus Ezekiel, which took very heavy losses in the subsequent turns. Jonny never really had a strong army after all our battles during turns 30 to 40. Just barely survived. And here in terms of domain, whoa, that's crazy, the big domain of Marcus. So Fist was at 2,000. I was at 1,000. Okay, right. And Jonny was only at 700 for quite some time. So he had only one city, maybe a second one there. Okay, so that was a very interesting game. I learned a lot. I'm looking forward to another top 8 game. I'd be very interested to watch the replays, the videos from Marcus. I think large map, 8 players is a very nice format. We had very, very strong players. It was very interesting to play with them. And yeah, I'm just a bit sad I didn't get more gold mines around my throne, and more great farms. Nothing much in this area, and that meant the game was pretty tough playing as a Dreadnought. Yeah, so basically I had these 2 gold mines there, 2 gold mines here, 2 gold mines there, 1 great farm. So that was 6 gold mines, 1 great farm, but then nothing much around it. And then I had to go above ground. We were pretty close with Jonny, so it was tough to build up and get to Steam to be able to really become the strong roller, steamroller that Dreadnought is supposed to be. Still, it was nice, and yeah, looking forward to your comments. Also, Dwarf Dreadnought is very strong, nice to play on the ground, strong troops, but the extra cost means that if you don't have all the gold mines you want, especially because Dwarf is quite reliant on gold mines. Okay, yeah, can I check? Yeah, to the Dwarf bonus for gold mines, it's very reliant on gold mines. So if you don't have enough gold mines, then you're in trouble. So maybe playing another race would have been a better pick, like Human Dreadnought. It was good to start underground and be only 2 players starting underground. Was a bit tough because of the geography of the map with this build, lava lake, and all this area. I couldn't expand east. It was a nice map, interesting map. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to your comments. See you next time.